Hello my dear friends. So welcome to our channel. So today we are going to discuss about the equations of simple harmonic motion. If any object is exhibiting simple harmonic motion, then how can we find out? So if any object is satisfying the equation of simple harmonic motion, then we can say that the object is exhibiting simple harmonic motion. So here I wrote here equation of SHM. That means SHM means simple harmonic motion. So in a previous lecture we discussed the example of the spring and the block system. You can see here once again what I am doing is that here one end of the spring is fixed and the other end is free, and at the other end a block of mass m is fixed with the spring and it is the smooth surface. So whenever I am going to apply the force in order to compress the spring, I am going to apply the force on the block. I am going to press this block in this direction to compress the spring. So after removal of this force, if the object is here, it is at the equilibrium position. Whenever we are changing the position, that means whenever we are disturbing from equilibrium position, whenever we are disturbing this block from equilibrium position, this block will exhibit simple harmonic motion. That means once if I am compressing like this, so I am getting a displacement x. Now the block will be here. But what will happen next? Due to the restoring force, it will go towards the equilibrium position after the removal of my force. And then after coming here, it will not stop. After coming here, it will not stop. Due to the inertia of motion, it will move forward. Right? As it is moving forward at a specific point, it will gradually lose its velocity. Why it is gradually losing its velocity? So once it is leaving the equilibrium position in this direction, once it is moving in this direction due to the inertia of motion, my restoring force direction will be this. That means my acceleration direction will be this. But the block is moving in this direction. That means it is the velocity direction. And it is the acceleration direction. You can see here, as it is the acceleration direction and my velocity direction is opposite, then you can say that it is the retardation happening here. So due to the retardation at a specific point, my velocity is going to be 0. Right? And then as velocity is 0, and then my restoring force, my acceleration will be in this direction, and my velocity too. You can see here my restoring force in this direction. Here velocity is 0, then it will go back to its original position due to this restoring force. My acceleration too in this direction, and once this block is moving in this direction, then you can observe my velocity is gradually increasing, and after coming to this position, my velocity will be maximum. Why I am saying my velocity will be maximum? These and all observations, I am not giving you any theoretical parts. You can observe very clearly what I am saying here. So my acceleration is increasing. As my acceleration is there, my velocity is going to increase, and at the mean position, and at the equilibrium position, my velocity will be maximum. Why I am saying my velocity will be maximum is that because once it is leaving this position, for example, if the block is here, due to the inertia of motion, what will happen? Restoring force will be in this direction. Restoring force will always act towards equilibrium position, towards always mean position. My acceleration will be in this direction. That means if the restoring force in this direction means acceleration will be in this direction, but my velocity will be in this direction. So you can see acceleration and velocity is in opposite direction. That means the motion is a retarding motion. That means it is a retardation happening here. So definitely at specific point, my velocity will be going to be equal to 0. So you would have understood it is going to exhibit simple harmonic motion. It is going to show to and fro motion. Right? Okay. So what will happen here? You would have definitely understood what I'm trying to say here. At the extreme position, my velocity will be 0. From the observation, I taken out this one, not from the theoretical part. We will prove by theoretical part also. And here, at the equilibrium position, my velocity will be maximum. And here, the restoring force will be developed inside this spring. So, how much restoring force is going to develop? So, restoring force will be directly proportional to x. You can see here, restoring force will be directly proportional to the displacement. So, how much displacement we are doing, how much I am pressing, how much I am displacing this block from this position to how much ever I am displacing, that much amount of restoring force will get generated. How much ever I am displacing, that much amount of restoring force will develop. So if my x is more, then my restoring force will be more. So as here that is directly proportional. So to remove proportionality constant, we should have to use proportionality constant. So what I am doing here is that restoring force is equal to, I am writing K here, instead of I am just removing proportionality by putting equal to. So if I have to use, instead of proportionality equal to, then I have to use one proportionality constant for the proportionality. So I used here proportionality constant as K, which is here spring constant, or you can say force constant, and Ex. And one more thing you have to observe is that you can see here I am displacing this block in this direction. But my restoring force will be in this direction. Why I am saying it will be in positive x direction? Because you can see my restoring force will always act towards the mean position, mean position, equilibrium position, and my equilibrium position is here. I am displacing in this direction. Then surely my force will be in this direction. So both are opposite to each other. So whenever we are going to represent in vector form, we should have to remember that it is minus sign. It is minus Kx. Restoring force is equal to minus Kx. Yeah. So how many forces are acting here? Only one forces are acting here. So what is the net force here? Net force is equal to restoring force, and that is nothing but F. And net force, what I can write for the force? Force formula is mass into acceleration was a force minus K into x bar. Right? Okay? Yeah. So instead of A, what I can write? M into d square x upon dy square, x upon dy square plus kx bar is equal to 0. You can see here M, instead of A, I am writing in differential form. What is the differential form? If I am differentiating the position 2 times with respect to time, if I am differentiating the position, so it is, I think so, it is d square x upon dt square, yeah. So m into d square x upon dt square, if I am differentiating the x with respect to time for the 2 times, then it will be acceleration. So d square x upon dt square plus k x bar is equal to 0. So I just want this one. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to divide by m. So if I'm dividing by m, then it will be d square x upon dt square plus k by m into x is equal to 0. You can see here d square x upon dt square plus k by m into x is equal to 0. So instead of k by m, let k by m is equal to omega square. How we are saying k by m is equal to omega square, we will see in the next lecture, while we will discuss about in the circle that how we are saying that k by m is equal to omega square. There is a diagram in which we will come to know how we are saying k by m is equal to omega square in the next lecture. So you can see here, so instead of k by m I can write omega square, so it will be d square x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0, and it is the equation for the simple harmonic motion. If any object is exhibiting this equation, is satisfying this equation, that object is showing simple harmonic motion. You can say very easily by finding this equation. If this equation is satisfied, then that object motion is nothing but simple harmonic motion. You can see here d square x upon dt square is nothing but acceleration. It is nothing but plus omega square x. What I am going to do is that I am just taking to this side. What will happen? It will become minus omega square x. A is equal to minus omega square x. It will be also given in some textbook. So it is the equation for the simple harmonic motion. If you want to find whether the motion is simple harmonic motion or not, then we should have to see that the acceleration will be equal to the minus omega square x. Right? Omega square is nothing but, everyone knows omega square. Omega square is nothing but, it is angular velocity. Omega is nothing but angular velocity. So omega, one more formula is there. Omega is equal to 2 pi upon t. 2 pi upon t, time period. You can see here 2 pi is constant. Time, what is time period? Time period for one oscillation is constant. Time period for the second oscillation is also same. For the third oscillation also same. What is it for the simple harmonic motion? Simple harmonic motion is also a type of oscillatory motion. And what is an oscillatory motion? Oscillatory motion is also a periodic motion. That means the time interval will be same. That means my time is going to be same. That means my omega is constant here. Once again, my omega is constant here. Why my omega is constant? Because my time period is constant. How my time period is constant? Because it is a simple harmonic motion. Right? So as it is a simple harmonic motion, my time period is going to be constant. My omega is going to be constant. As my omega is constant, I can write A is directly proportional to, where I can write A is directly proportional to minus x. If any object is exhibiting this one, then we can say that object is exhibiting simple harmonic motion. You can see here, how I am saying is that you can see here, my acceleration, you can see here, my acceleration, you can see here, it is the restoring force direction. That means it is the acceleration direction. Whatever be the force direction, that one will be only acceleration direction. That means it is the acceleration direction. But you can see my displacement direction. It is in the negative x direction, and my acceleration direction is nothing but in the positive x direction. That means both are opposite to each other. That means A is directly proportional to minus x. That means it is satisfying this motion. That means this object or this block is exhibiting simple harmonic motion for sure, as it is satisfying this condition. What is the condition? A should be directly proportional to minus x. And what is the equation? D square x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. It is the equation for the simple harmonic motion. So keep studying, move ahead. Don't think of anything else. And if you like this video, then comment it, subscribe it, share it with your friends too. And if you have any queries, then ask me in the comment section. Your doubts will be cleared as soon as possible we can. So all the best. Take care.